Hi everyone, welcome back. So after a long time I guess. So today is a Monday evening and I really like to so Momo is drinking water and usually it's a Monday evening. Momo! Hi, hello! This is a Monday evening and I usually like to do a lot of preps during Mondays. Just finished my work. I thought I'll just share this time what I usually prep. So what I plan to do tonight is I really want to make that fall inspired granola. I like to prep my breakfast ahead because morning it's like go time for me. And I really like to try that apple granola. I don't know if you have watched on Instagram, so I do like to try that. And I'll make dinner, which would be also my lunch for the next day. And I would also like to make one immunity drink with ginger, turmeric, like raw turmeric, because all of us are falling really sick with the cold, and it's either snowing or raining. It's not really an ideal weather situation. So I think an immunity drink like this, if it's already prepared in your freezer, would be quite useful. So yeah, I'll just try to shoot everything and share with you. So I hope you like the video. Stay tuned. There are different versions of it, but I think what I'll do is mostly I'll just grate it and add all the wet ingredients first together with the apple, and then I'll mix it with the dry. So yeah, we'll try to make it as easy as possible. First, of course, apples. They need to be peeled. I'd like to peel the apples, like even if I'm having it raw. If you want to use the peels, you can do that, but I don't usually like it. Cut and peeled apples. Make sure that you remove the seeds over here. It's really satisfying to create something. I know it may look like a tedious job, but when you do it, it's quite satisfying. These pieces for Momo, I'll separate the juice. I have separated the juice. What I'm gonna add to it is maple syrup. I think maple will go really well with apples, and it would be like really fall inspired. Like I said, I'm gonna be modifying the recipe because yeah, I never follow recipes line by line for some reasons. I don't know if you do, let me know. And that's why I think whenever people ask me recipes, I can't really give them the exact measurements because I'm always like altering, which is not a very great attribute because, or let's say like great habit, because you kind of lose the consistency, I guess. But this is a trial recipe, so I'm gonna go with my intuition here. So that's gonna be the only sweetness that I'm gonna add, and to it vanilla. I think maple, vanilla. I'm also gonna add a little bit of nutmeg and cinnamon, so that already speaks fall to me. So this is nutmeg, very little, because it can be really overpowering. And then you have, of course, the cinnamon. You can go a bit too much with cinnamon because, yeah, I don't mind. I like the smell of cinnamon this time of the year because, you know, it's like the warmth, and I like it. It's like really gives you that pumpkin spice. Oh yeah, indeed. So if you have pumpkin spice in hand, you can also add it here. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of peanut butter. It's almost empty, so I'll just add what I have, because I feel this would be really good to give the, you know, that warmth, or let's say the nutty texture to it. You can use peanut butter, you can also use almond butter, because I think these are the things that go really well when it comes to making granolas, because they help everything to bind, and yeah, it's gonna make your granola a little bit more yummy, and of course healthier as well. Into this I'm going to be adding my oats, nuts first, and later I'm going to be adding black currants and maybe some raisins. So half a cup of oats, and then another half cup. I'll try to mix it because I feel there is still some liquid from the apples. So I don't want to overdo the oats here, because I feel you should be able to taste the apple here. So I'm making a very small batch. So I did like a one cup of oats so far. So I'll just add another half cup of it. So again, just eyeball few almonds. So very roughly chopping the almonds here. So really like keeping some whole, and you know what, I'll also add some cashews because yeah, why not. With apples, I added peanut butter, vanilla, maple syrup for the sweetness, and cinnamon powder, nutmeg powder. Oh, I need to add a pinch of salt, some nuts of your choice, and I have like 1.5 cup of oats, 1 whole apple grated. But any kind of granola needs some kind of fat, so usually I use coconut oil, but today I'm gonna try butter, melted butter. You can also do like any kind of non-fragrant oil. I think coconut oil works best because I love the, you know, the smell of it when it's cooked. So yeah, let's do that. Let's add a bit of melted butter and then pop it in the oven, which reminds me that I also need to preheat my oven, and I'll also add a pinch of rock salt to it. And as the granola is getting baked, I'll just quickly make the dinner. What I usually do on Mondays is like I do a bit of prepping in the lunch, during the lunch time. Well, if I get some extra time after my lunch, so that's what I usually do. So what I have done is I boiled some tur dal along with a tomato, and I have also some chopped onions that I'll do the tadka with, and I'll also make this beans ki sabzi. Chopped onions, beans, everything is prepped. It should hardly take me like 15-20 at max 30 minutes. I know a lot of people think that I spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but I actually don't, and I don't like to. Especially the evening time, I feel that's when we should be relaxing and be ready for the next day. So what I usually do is I prep ahead as and when I get time. Like how you saw, I boiled the tur dal along with tomato, so I'll just do a quick tadka and it would be sorted. And at the same time I also cut the vegetables, so depending whenever I have time, it can be any time of the day, I'll just prep something so that whenever I'm in the kitchen I don't have to start really from the scratch. So that's one thing about others, but I feel so hungry around 4 p.m. In the evening, so I also like to keep something in my lunch box for that time. Otherwise I'll just eat junk. It can be dry foods, but it's like nuts and dried fruits, but most of the time what I take is sprouts. They are my go-to. They're filling, they're healthy, easy to prep ahead. I usually do it for the entire week. I'll also show you how I do it. It's very basic. Sometimes it's just sprouts, or sometimes it's mixed with cucumbers, anar, and I keep a spice mix in my lunch box, and I'll just add it just before eating it. So yeah, I'll show you that as well. So what I want to say is, if you're overwhelmed with cooking and you really want to cut down takeaways and want to cook more, so I think prepping ahead is a really great idea, and especially like try to keep a slot, like you'd really like try to end your cooking in that slot. So I think it's really helpful for me. Otherwise it can be distracting, or you will feel like cooking a lot at the same time. So yeah, try to keep some do some multitasking, like how I'm doing now. Like my granola is baking and I'm cooking my dinner, and I'll also clean up as I go. So it's also not always that I do the cooking every time. It's also my husband takes over whenever he has time or whenever he feels like, but since I like it more, so I tend to cook and have some kind of a routine. So yeah, just wanted to share that if it's helpful to anybody. Without further distraction and ranting, I'll just start making the dinner. Giving this a quick stir. Smells like fall. So it's still soft. So at this point I'm gonna add some black currants in it. Handful of black currants and giving it a quick stir. Pop it in the oven for another maybe 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. I'll just have to keep an eye. Did a very basic tadka for the dal, but I think with tur dal curry leaves go really well. I was not planning to do, but now I feel. So frozen curry leaves, lifesaver. So I think it's the best hack to keep curry leaves fresh. Just buy fresh ones, wash it, dry it, and freeze it. So I think for people like us who are not having access to curry leaves that easily and too pricey, so here you go, don't waste it. I have added like pach foron to the tadka, but now I feel I could have done like mustard seeds. It would have been also good, because I think a little bit of sambar powder would really go well in this dal, so that's what I will do. I have kind of mashed up the dal already, and I'll add sambar powder, very basic, but I make this way all the time, especially tur dal. It's like a quick sambar style dal, but it's not exactly your sambar, but it tastes equally good. You can add an extra tomato because tomatoes here in Belgium are not really sour. I've added like almost 1/4 of the dal that I had boiled. I kept the rest of it for the next day. Turmeric, salt, sambar powder, and now hot water. I'm gonna keep it thick and I'll let it simmer for like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll just cover the lid, and I think that will really help absorb all the flavors. It's really basic dal, but trust me, it's so good during winters, and especially this kind of recipes I find it really useful when you are in hurry and you want to make lunch or dinner. So I'll just cover the lid and keep the heat in medium so that it keeps boiling, and yeah, it will be ready in another 5 to 10 minutes. Meanwhile, I think my granola is also ready. I'll just show you quickly. You go. It looks really good. I'm not gonna touch it now. I'll let it sit for another 10 minutes because it's gonna be crispy. It would be crunchy, and you just have to resist yourself to try. I'll definitely share how it went, but yeah, do try it. It's healthy, homemade, you know what are the ingredients in it, so yeah, do try. Meanwhile, the beans are also done. It's very basic bean sabzi. Onions, beans, and turmeric, coriander, cumin, and a bit of amchur mango powder. So that's it, and salt as per your taste. I like it a bit charred, but you can also add crushed peanuts. I also like to add coconut sometimes, but today I'm gonna just keep it as it is. I'm just gonna cover it, turn up the heat. That's it. Dinner is almost ready. Serious part is to peel it, but they remain fresh as it is. Put them in small containers, and I use them in salads. I use them as a snack. I use them over rice sometimes, pulao, biryanis, whatever it is. It's such a versatile, pretty looking ingredient, and it's so full of nutrients. So please include this in your diet. Don't be lazy. I'll just invest some 5 to 10 minutes and have your pomegranates ready. Just mix some sprouts. As you saw, I make those cute little snacks with sprouts and pomegranates. So what I usually do, that I keep this mini box of spice, which is usually like a little bit of black salt, then chaat masala, and some red chilies. So this is what I keep in the lunch box. So yeah, my lunch box is this big. It's not too big, but I think it's looking bigger in the camera. But if you're like me, who takes home cooked meals, or even like the snacks and everything from home, I think this is a good investment. Especially it's with the thermal lining, so you don't want to have the temperature change affect your food. So it's gonna keep your food fresh. I also keep sometimes fresh fruits as well. If it's too hot, you can add a bit of the ice batteries. So it's really a good investment. Also got this pockets, and here I have my stevia, best stevia brand I also have this in the liquid form, in the powder form, and also like the tabs. The tabs are like really handy. I also have salt and pepper sachets. Here I have tea chai sachets. I think if you are a chai lover and if you are working outside India, so I think this is something you crave in your office. Like, you know, there's evening chai time that used to be like my favorite time. Here I get this premix because we do have that yellow level sachet, but the flavor that you get in this is something you can't compare. So I have few of them. I also have them stacked in my office drawer. And I also do have a cutlery set. This is the peeler and knife, because if I have some fruits over there, so I keep it handy, and every time I keep changing the spoon, forks, knives, whatever. Really random, but I think I'll link this bag in the description if you're interested. So we're just trying the granola. It's still pretty warm, but it's so good. It's like, it's some kind of apple crumble. Yes, that's exactly what it tastes like. And if you really want to taste the apple, like I said, don't overdo the oats. Try to keep the quantity of apple, you know, a little bit of this equal, if not equal, not too less either. And make small batches, so that, because I'm not sure about the shelf life, because yeah, it has apples, but it's so good. It would be really good on top of your yogurt, milk, whatever you feel like. But I think it's also just, you can snack on them as it is. It's so good. Definitely you must try it. I insert the recipe of it in the description box, so definitely give it a try. So good. As planned, now I'm gonna make the immunity drink. The difficult part was to find the stash of this frozen turmeric. This is raw turmeric, by the way. This is raw haldi. With ginger. I have ginger, raw turmeric, and I'm also adding some black peppercorns. If you're having turmeric as your immunity booster, don't forget to add black pepper. That helps in the absorption of the good qualities of turmeric, so keep that in mind. I'm also gonna add some lemon juice. You can also add raw lemon, some honey. You can also skip the honey for now, or maybe add later when you just have the drink, but I'm gonna add it together and blend it. Add a little bit of cinnamon. All the ingredients here are anti-inflammatory, so cinnamon will add to the benefit. Why not? Perfect. It doesn't have to be like extremely like you know, pasty thing. It's just that you should be able to have it as a tea. Use this mold so that I have a good portion every time. Maybe I'll just use a measuring spoon so that it's precise. I have taken like 1 teaspoon, so I'll be adding 1 teaspoon. Yeah, I think that is sufficient. So 1 teaspoon in each one of these molds. Perfect. Oh wow, it fits exactly how it should. I did the honey already because for me the turmeric was frozen, so I needed something to be able to blend, and I didn't want to do water. So for me, honey and lemon juice really did the trick. Almost equal quantities of ginger and turmeric. Probably you can take more or less based on, I know some people do not really like the taste of raw turmeric, so probably that's something you can play around with the measurements. Basically, this is gonna be a really good anti-inflammatory drink, at the same time. Good for cold, immunity booster, whatnot. I'll just pop it in the freezer. I think it's just few hours or maybe overnight, and then I can just grab it, add some hot water and enjoy the turmeric ginger tea, or you can enjoy it as a shot, whatever you feel like. That's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Random what I do after my office on a Monday evening kind of vlog. If you like this kind of videos, don't forget to let me know. Hit the like button if you enjoyed so far, and if you're not subscribed, do subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free and it would mean the world to me. Oh my god, granola, I tried, it was so good. Oh my god, you're gonna enjoy it. Let me know if you do try. Tag me on Instagram, and I'll try to share more such recipes in the future as well, because in the winter months I feel like I bake and I try things like this more often than rest of the year. So that's why I get the urge of making videos this time of the year, and I hope to keep up with that. I hope to see you in the next vlog as well. This is it for now. I hope you have enjoyed the video so far. If you do, if you like this kind of videos, informal videos, just let me know. I'll try to do this more often. Yeah, until then, bye bye. Have a good rest of the day.